Hey, it's Yolanda Shoshana, and welcome to my Tantra Talks. I am so happy to have you. Whether you know me personally, we've connected online, or you stumbled upon this, welcome. I'm happy to have you listening and being a part of this process. I've lived a tantric life for so long, I don't even remember when I started. If you follow me, you see my posts and you see I have a lot of pleasure and ecstasy and spirituality and holy hotness in my life. But I have manifested and I have conjured all of this, and it is because I do live a tantric life. And I want to help more women, especially, add Tantra to their life, to help women shift and shine, to help women get their shit together. Basically, I want to help you have a life that you are madly in love with. And you can do this no matter where you are in the world, no matter what is going on. And especially when things look hopeless, that is when you really can shift things, because that's a starting point. And something is ready to give and something is ready to change and shift. This first talk is really about what Tantra is and what it isn't. If you look up Tantra, you're going to find so many definitions that it will probably confuse you. And some of the definitions don't even make sense, even to me. It's hard to put into one sentence or into words sometimes exactly what Tantra is, because it is a lot of things and everybody kind of has their own interpretation. And people in the West culture especially have made Tantra really about sex, when Tantra only mentions sex 2 times. So just know that it is so much more than that. The word Tantra actually means book. And there are Tantra texts that talk about all aspects of life. So, Tantra is the manifestation of Shakti, which is what they say in India. And Shakti is thought of as a life force energy. And this energy is actually everything. Shakti is a Hindu deity. You may have seen her photos, or you've heard people talk about Shakti this, and Shakti being a goddess. And that's what Shakti is. Shakti is all about waking up. Well, I think that's a good way to put it. Waking up and being enlightened, which is where you have Tantra fitting into everything and being into what all things in life are. Now, my definition of Tantra is a mind-expanding philosophy. And that philosophy can bring a person spiritual and physical ecstasy. That's how I like to put it. Now, unless you're studying in India or with someone from India who has mastered Tantra, who's been a Tantra teacher or a Tantra guru for many, many years, you're doing what is known as actually Neo-Tantra. That's what it's been coined in the West. And that's a modern version of Tantra. The Western world has taken it and made shifts. I like to do what I call Wicked Tantra. And Wicked Tantra, for me, what I like to do is I like to mix old school Tantra with some Neo Tantra with a little touch of magic. So I am doing what I call Wicked Tantra, and incorporating all of those things that you can use no matter where you are and in your lifestyle at different times, different days, and whenever and wherever. So it's my own little eclectic mix. Tantra can include astrology. It can include yoga, which is why you'll see tantric yoga. It can include food. It can include meditation. It can include mantras. It can include so much more, which is why I think it can be hard for people to put it into one word what it is. But it includes all of those things and more. So, your 5 senses are really when you do stuff for your senses, you're really doing tantric work. When I was at a retreat last month, and I was telling somebody who didn't really know about Tantra. I said, you're doing Tantra now, because she had gone to the retreat to, get her food and wine and to think about life. And I'm like, this is tantric work. So a lot of what you're already doing is tantric work. So put that definition and that intention in it as you do certain things for yourself and your spirit, whether you go to a meditation class, you go to a seminar, you're listening to this now. This is tantric work. You smell flowers, you get flowers. When you're cooking, that is tantric work. When you put love in your food. So you're already doing some things. And now it's being conscious of those things that you can really shift and bring in some spirituality and bring in the universal flow of what you're doing. You'll really start to incorporate all these wonderful and delicious things that Tantric has to offer. So what Tantra isn't? I know a lot of people are scared of Tantra. They think it's black magic. They think it's all about sex. Because mainly, I'm really disappointed in the Western world with the really just focusing on sex. But, some of that's for money, and some of that's just to fool people and create a brand. But it's not based on everything that's real, because, as I said to you, it can be so much more. So there is an aspect of Tantra that is about sex. Of course, if you live a tantric life and you're more happy in your life, this will translate into the bedroom as well. So of course, you're going to have more pleasure and more ecstasy in your sex life. Your bedroom is going to be better. But Tantra also can bring you knowledge and let you experience everything that you desire. So yeah, you'll have more orgasms in the bedroom, but you can also have an orgasm while you're having food. You can have an orgasmic experience when you're meditating or if you're in a yoga class. There are people that do have orgasms when they meditate. You can get that connected. So yes, that's where all that sexual energy comes from. That second chakra is alive. It is awake. It is fulfilling your desires. So that is the connection. So, but that also means your creativity gets better, because your creative energy is the same thing as your sexual energy. Your second chakra just tends to be happier when you're in this place. Tantra is not black magic. Now, I've seen this written many times, and I'm saying this also from a witch point of view. I've had people ask me, well, what kind of witch are you? I am an eclectic witch. People go, well, she's the good one. I am a good witch. Magic is not evil. It's the intent that is. So Tantra is not black magic. There are people that are using it for bad things and using it to, I would say, be wary of some of the brands out there that are tantric sex. Make sure that you research your teacher before you get into a teacher-student relationship with anyone that you are going to study with, because it is deep work. It is spiritual work, and they will be in your energy. And you should always be aware of the person that you are working with. So definitely do the research. But yes, there are some people using it as evil, but Tantra is not black magic. It is love. It is compassion. It is to help connect you to the source, to the universe, to that universal flow. It's to connect you to Shakti energy. So it is really about enlightening you. As I mentioned in one of my posts, I am not here to empower you. The word empower, if you look it up in the dictionary, means to be given permission. You don't need permission from me or any other teacher or expert or lover, partner, friend, cat, dog to be who the fuck you are. You give yourself that permission. You already have it. So all you have to do now is own it and harness it. And it's like planting seeds and watching them grow. Planting seeds within. You're always going to have to plant seeds. When you go to mastery programs, one of my friend, we were joking about that. There's all these mastery programs for you to join now. And it's ironic because you should always be learning. What does a mastery program mean anyway? Hopefully you're a master now, even if you don't feel like it. You know yourself better than anybody. It's about going deeper. You should always be learning. There's always something to discover about yourself, always something to unravel about yourself. And that's what's great about Tantra. It's constantly revealing, and it helps you to constantly shift in the most beautiful, amazing ways. The shifts they can still be a little bumpy, but they are a little more pleasant. They're a little more happy, and the universe talks to you during the process. So that's really what I have for you today in terms of what Tantra is. And I'm going to go deeper when it comes to the other conversations. If there is something you want to talk about in terms of Tantra, if you have a burning question, send it to me. I'm all about sharing info. I do my best to answer all emails. It's a little harder for me now since there's so many of you now that I have to correspond with. I will be offering Tantra coaching. I have a wait list right now, but you can come and do one-offs, or you can do some months, or you can call my Tantra hotline, which is getting me live and talking to me. You can get Tantra coaching, or you could get readings, either one. So I hope this gives you an idea, and I hope this gives you something to think about when it comes to adding Tantra to your life. It is such a beautiful thing. Please follow me on, all the social media that you want to follow me on, and sign up for my newsletter. I am going to be starting something as well called Club Witch, which is, yes, Club Witch as in WITCH, which will be Tantra experiences that I'll be doing in New York City, as well as doing stuff around the world. And if you come to New York, of course, you can join those experiences and other things I'll be doing for people that are a part of this. And I'm just so happy to share this with you all. I'm told to do it. So, a lot of the work that I do is channeled. Feel free to write me if you have any questions about me and concerns, especially if you haven't been following me and you stumbled upon me. I want to put your mind at ease about what I'm doing and what I do know. And if I am not your teacher, that's fine. I am happy to point you in another direction. I know some really wonderful teachers. I do not endorse just anybody. You'll see all these gurus and stuff and experts endorsing all these other people. A lot of times they're doing it to pump up their brand or to make affiliate money. That's not how I roll. I'm not about that. I'm not about that life. I actually also don't have to do that. Thank you to the universe for that. I'm very grateful. So I want to give you, though, I don't want to call it homework. That's the worst word ever, right? But I want to give you a mission. How about we call it a mission? I like calling them missions, kind of like the Mission Impossible. Your mission, if you choose to accept it, because I really want you to start incorporating some Tantra into your world this week. Start slow if you need to, because I know some of you are overworked and underpaid. Hey, shout out to you all. I see you. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to shift a lot of that. I want you to do something that brings you pleasure and brings you ecstasy this week. Whether it's you buy your own self some damn flowers. Sometimes, girls, you got to do it. You go to that meditation class you've been promising to go to, or start that yoga practice you said you were going to do. I recommend Kundalini yoga because that will really help you tap into your energy. A lot of other yoga is great too, but Kundalini is wonderful. If that's not your yoga, though, please, of course, do the yoga that speaks to you. Go out to dinner, you go out with a friend. If you got a boo, great. Go out to a fancy schmancy dinner, or what's even better is make that shit yourself. I got some sexy recipes on my website, wickedpumpette.com. Check those out, because aphrodisiacs really get your senses moving and grooving and are delicious in the most awesome divine way. Aromatherapy. Get some aromatherapy going. I recommend some lavender. You can go get real lavender, or you can get a lavender oil, real aromatherapy, real essential oil, not the fake stuff. You can also get a citrus oil, which is great for joy. Citrus opens up also your third eye. It really helps you get in touch. It's also good for getting in touch with angels. some aromatherapy, do a little mix and burn that. If you've got nothing else, if you don't have time, get some vanilla extract. Yes, the one that's in your kitchen, and burn that. Put a little on the wick of a candle. Put a little bit in a burner and burn that, because vanilla is great. There is no true vanilla essential oil, so use the vanilla extract. If you're using a vanilla fragrance oil, that's not as powerful, and it's synthetic. So you want something real. So do that, because vanilla is also great for getting you in tune, and it actually really gets your second chakra going, which is, that creativity, moving and grooving. So do something like that. I also will be making tantric blends. I'm working on them now. I source my oils from the best places in the world, from the India to the Australia to Alaska, all these great places to make my oils. And I will be making tantric blends that you can wear either as like a perfume blend or that you can burn. So I'll be making those, because I'm really into shifting like chakras and energy, and what you wear is very important, because it does get into that sense of smell. I love perfume like anybody else, but regular perfume is made with so much synthetic crappy stuff that it's not good for you. I still will wear some of it, but I'm really selective. So be selective when you're picking perfume. A lot of that stuff in Sephora is not the best for you unless, they've said they've gone a little bit more organic, but make sure you check the package, because a lot of that's just branding. So all of these things are going to help you really incorporate Tantra into your life. And I'll be talking about all these aspects, because they all go together as a whole, because Tantra is really about your mind, body, and spirit. Okay? So that's what we're going to tackle. I want to help you shift and shine, and let's really rock this shit out. Once again, my website is yolandashoshana.com. My email is shoshi, SHOSHI, @yolandashoshana.com. Write me anytime with questions, comments, answers, love letters, and all that good stuff. And until next time, peace, love, and soul. Blessed be.